In the beginning, the earth was filled with lush, vibrant nature, thriving under a clear sky. The first humans, Adam and Eve, emerged amidst the greenery, feeling curious and alive. Adam looked around and marveled at the beauty of the world, saying, "Wow, this place is incredible." Eve smiled gently and replied, "It's like a paradise, Adam. Everything feels so new and perfect." They explored the forest, hearing the songs of birds and the rustling of leaves. Adam reached out, touching a soft leaf, and whispered, "This is truly God's creation." Eve nodded, her eyes shining with wonder, saying, "We are so blessed to live here." Suddenly they noticed a majestic tree standing apart from the others, its fruit enticing. Adam pointed at it and asked, "Eve, should we try the fruit from that tree?" Eve hesitated, then smiled and responded, "God said not to eat from it, remember?" Adam sighed, "Yes, but it looks so delicious. I wonder what would happen." Eve gently placed a hand on his shoulder and said, "Let's obey God's rule." As days passed, they continued to enjoy the garden, tending to its plants and animals. One day a cunning serpent approached Eve, whispering, "Did God really say not to eat this?" Eve looked at the serpent skeptically and replied, "He told us not to, or we will die." The serpent chuckled softly and said, "You won't die, your eyes will be opened." Eve felt tempted and took a bite of the fruit, handing some to Adam as well. Adam hesitated for a moment, then took a bite, feeling a spark of knowledge surge. Suddenly they realized they were naked and felt shame for the first time. Adam looked at Eve and said, "We disobeyed. What have we done?" Eve replied softly, "We wanted to know more, but now everything feels different." God's voice echoed through the garden, calling out, "Adam, where are you?" Adam and Eve hid among the trees, afraid and ashamed to face him. God gently asked, "Have you eaten from the forbidden tree?" Eve stepped forward and explained, "The serpent deceived me." Adam admitted, "I was tempted and I ate because I was curious." God sighed, showing a mix of disappointment and sorrow, and said, "Because of this, you must leave." They felt the weight of their mistake, knowing their paradise was lost. Eve looked back at the garden, tears shimmering in her eyes, saying, "Why did we listen?" Adam held her close and replied softly, "We learned the cost of disobedience today." Despite everything, they set out into the world beyond the garden, hand in hand. They understood their journey was just beginning, filled with new challenges ahead. As they moved forward, Adam whispered, "We must trust God's plan, even now." Eve nodded, speaking gently, "Yes, Adam, we will find our way together." The story of Adam and Eve reminds us of choices, consequences, and hope. Through their struggles, they learned about obedience, love, and forgiveness. Their story echoes through ages as a lesson for every new beginning. And so they walked into the unknown, hearts steadfast and spirits resilient.